This is round 5 of the EZIUP and Go Victorian Hillclimb Championship. We're at Rob Roy Hillclimb in Smiths Creek, which is near Yarra Glen in Victoria. I'm here in my 1987 Nissan Skyline GTS-X, competing in Class C9. And I'm going to show you some of the competitors. Things like VW Golfs, Skyline GTR, the lone Skyline GTR. And this curious Tyre, the Ford Laser, which just passed by, Honda Civics. Beautiful Datsun 240Z, driven by Michael Hill. And the open wheel, as we're looking at it outright here. This driver got first place in the day and is always vying for first position. Very fast machine. As you can see, pretty serious with the tarp layout there so that stones don't get embedded into the tyres and reverses out of the car. Go for another wander through the pit area. Mazda MX-5s are always very popular for hill climbs. They're agile, they're fairly light, they've got a good power to weight ratio, and so they're lots of fun to drive. And a quick check at that Ford Laser we saw just a little bit earlier. Warren Heath's little beast, very well built twin cam engine. It's a light car and T-pedals are pretty fast. Subaru and Peugeot WRXs are always competitive. It's great to have that all-wheel drive traction, and they've got a great amount of power as well. Quite a few minis entered as well, and there often are a lot of minis entered in hill climbs. A couple more Mazdas, older MX-5s. Back to my Skyline, which I probably love too much. Keep me going. It's good to have some inspiration. James's Datsun 1600, powered by an SR20 DET. Another view of Cam's VW Gold Bar. And Scott's fantastically baked tribute car to the Team Tyre car from the early 1990s in Japan. Classic Holden Tirana, running triple Webers. Very noisy, very aggressive car. Morning. Good, how are you? Good, how are you? I believe the Mini GP came from the factory without rear seats, larger brakes, so it's quite lightweight, quick to stop, and I think it had an enhanced engine as well. Could have just been the ECU and some tuning, but this car is a pretty quick little beast. Yet to put it on the racing parts for the day. So we're just strolling around the staging area here. Various classes are getting for their sessions. You can see from the steam from the exhausts. It's a pretty cold morning. I think it would have been about 8 degrees centigrade, and it didn't warm up beyond 11 or 12 degrees during the day, so it stayed cold. Got this burst of sunshine, probably about half an hour, maybe 1 hour's worth, which warmed up a little bit, and a little bit in terms of the track temperature, but not really. time I left my car running just to get some warmth into the engine. So I thought I'd better run back and get to it. Time to put the camera away, put it on its mounting and get ready for my first run of the day. So here I am in the staging area, just ready to take my run. Right down. And there's this tyre cleaning pad right here, which is concrete, so it doesn't give much friction and warm the tyres up much. But at least I just want to scuff off the stones and any sediment that I've picked up going through the car park. Up to the start line and just getting myself into position based on where the arrows are, and when I'm ready to go, free to take a run up the hill. This was my first run, and it's actually my best of the day. It was at 24.84. The reason why it was the best run of the day is because I only did one other run before rain came down, and after the rain came down it was clear the track wasn't going to dry. Here's a view from the outside. Take you for a walk around the pits just to check out more of the cars and the variety that we have here in Victoria.
that make it feel a bit off colour?
Just regular high vis.
No, 2019. Fine. Alright.
So here we go for my second one of the day. Bit of a tyre clean to start off with. So my tyres just stepped off the right hand side edge after turn 2, and that had to feed on a tiny bit of opposite lock, but mainly was having to back off. I lost a bit of momentum going up the hill, and unfortunately that resulted in a 25.1. This outside view sort of shows how I drifted a little bit wide out of turn 2. On the drive home, a very early drive home, a few hours earlier than expected. That's it, and unfortunately it meant that I didn't take many more videos, which is why this one's quite short. So that's round 5 of the EZIUP and Go Victorian Hillclimb Championship from Rob Roy. My time of 24.84 was good enough to get me second place in class, which is C9. Improved production, 2-wheel drive, 3001cc and over. And I think that leaves me second place in the championship in the class, going into the final round, which is round 6, and that is at One Tree Hill in Ararat. We'll see you then.